Okay, I'm back. Well, let's see. I feel like there was a lot going on the last time I was on here, and just some things have changed since then. Um, I always go in these things trying not to rant, but I feel like I end up ranting a little bit. So this one is not really. Well, I take it back. It's gonna be a little bit of rant. Okay, I'll tell you why. I love Christmas. Christmas is like my favorite holiday, period. Next to my birthday, of course. Is your birthday really a holiday? I think it is. Uh, but I celebrate the whole month, and January will be my birthday month. So excited. Well, I say all to say, I love Christmas. I don't like particularly what Christmas has become. And it's not so much as buying the gifts, it's the obligation to buying the gifts. It's like I want to feel like I'm buying gifts for the reason only of out of the goodness of my heart, because I love you, um, because I want to, not because I have to. So I said that all to say my kids, their school has too many things going on when it comes to Christmas. So not only do we have to buy snacks for their Christmas party, but we have to buy, which I thought was the stocking stuffer that they're gonna do. We had to buy a Christmas book, which is okay, or give $5. Okay, so I'm guessing they're doing a book exchange. So I'm like, okay, that's nice. But then we had to buy stocking stuffers for 18 kids in a class. So it's just like all this stuff starts adding up, right? Mind you. Um, but that's not where it ends. Teachers are expecting a gift too. So my two kids have two teachers in their room. So that means I have four presents to get their teachers. I don't have to give them anything, but I don't want to look like that parent, and that's the thing that bugs me. Why do I have to feel guilty if I don't want to give them a gift? I don't know them. But what if I did want to give them a gift? I would. You know what I mean? But I don't want it to be a situation where I feel like I'm going to be a bad person if I don't do it. Or everybody's going to look at me like I'm the neglectful loser parent. I just don't want to be that one. But I hate that we're put in these situations where I have to really contemplate this. What if I don't have money? I mean, I really don't have extra money to be just thrown away. And I don't think it's throwing away anything. It's just that I really wanted to be able to um, think of that on my own. Let that be something that I chose to do on my own. And now I'm just angry about it. Not angry, but just annoyed with it. So that's that. Um, but I do love Christmas, and I'm excited about um, getting my daughters. Well, I've already got their gifts. I've wrapped them, but I'm ready, excited to see their faces when they open them up. I remember when someone told me at some point you get older, and so Christmas isn't the same. It's just like, eh. But the excitement comes back when you do have kids, and it's so true because you get excited about seeing their faces and how excited they get about Santa Claus, and how you can use Santa Claus as your your go-to for them to behave for like a month. Or just saying, I'm gonna take all your gifts away. Well, this Christmas will be different for me, just because it'll be the first Christmas I won't have the girls initially. Their dad will, and that's gonna be hard. Even though we're arranging it to where I will be able to go to his place and see them when they get up and open their gifts. So I still have that experience, but it won't be the same. Um, I won't be in a relationship, and it's like, you're like, well, I wanted to get somebody something. Heck, I wanted to get something for Christmas, you know? So it's like, gosh, I won't get anything, so I have to get something for myself. What will it be? What do I want for Christmas? I have to buy myself something. Um, you know, it's just the holidays can bring out the good and bad in people, and I really wanted to bring out the good in me this year. I don't want to be sad this year. I don't want to cry this year, even though I probably will, but I don't want to. Um, things are getting easier. Um, things are getting a lot easier. Um, it's not it's not as painful. You know, you still have that little tinge, of like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? Just a little. Uh, it was something that someone told me. It was my brother. Shout out to my brother Jonathan. It's his birthday. Sagittarius gang. But I remember like him saying, even though things ended, you still were together like 12 years. That love doesn't disappear. It doesn't just go away. You know, um, the fact that you cared for someone for that long doesn't just go away. And so it's like, I want to not feel bad for feeling sad a little bit. And I really came to grips with, if he ever is in a relationship, how that would make me feel. Like, I never thought, you know, how he would feel if I was in a relationship. I was like, well, I don't care. But then I'm thinking, I would be happy for him, but it would hurt some. And I'm like, why would it hurt though? You know what I mean? It's not like I want to be with him, but it's like, why would it hurt me to see him with someone else? I don't know. I guess it's because I don't think of him being with anybody else other than me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like selfish ways. Like, I've only seen him with me, So it would be weird to see him with somebody else. And it's like, wow. I guess that would be a little upsetting. So, which only makes me feel like I have to be mindful of relationships that I might come into and how it might make him feel, and try to make it to be as painless as possible, because it's gonna be there's gonna be a little hurt there, I'm sure, but I want it to not be, I don't know, I don't want it to be worse than it needs to be. It's gonna be hard on all ends, of course, but that it's gonna happen. It happens. People move on. Um, and so, yeah, I was actually driving and I was like, wait a minute. It's like, I think about, okay, he'll have to get over it if I get somebody, but then I'm like, shoot. Why do I feel like if I see another female in his car with him? So, and I'm always thinking, well, am I really over it? Do I need to, like, what do I need to do? What do I need to feel? And I guess it's not necessarily how I should feel. It's just like acknowledging it, knowing that it's there, not so that when it happens, I won't be like shocked and like be petty. And you'll be like, shh, she's cute, something like that. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be a petty woman. I want to be as mature and grown up as possible. The funny thing is, I actually want another kid. I'll be 39 next month, and I know a lot of people, when I say something like, I want a boy so bad. Oh my gosh, there's these like boys I teach, and they're so adorable. And I don't know, it's just like I've always just kind of wanted to have a son, and like I love my two girls. I think they'd be awesome sisters, big sisters for a brother. They've bossed him around. I'd feel bad for him. They would boss the mess out of him, but I would love to have a little boy. And sometimes people are like, well, you need to hurry up. You're about to be 40. I don't care. Don't care. One, I'm not going to rush this. And then two, I have two kids, so it's not like it'll be a shock to my body to get pregnant again. It'll actually be easier for me to get pregnant again as an older woman. But it's crazy because people have these ideas of how things should be, you know, and they want to put those ideas on you, or their restrictions that they might have on what they might want to do. Well, that's your life. If you don't want to have a child after 40, honey, that's on you. I feel differently. If I want to have a child after 40, I can do that, and I'll be fine. That is between me and whomever I end up with. You know what I'm saying? And so, I don't know. I just don't like when people like try to assert like their feelings and their hang-ups on you. Like I'm supposed to just go along with what they think. I wanted to say something back. Like TF. It's just like, who do you think you are? You're not controlling my life. And then that's where I'm talking about with that energy again. Like that negative energy that people bring around you is just like, it's so it sucks the life out of you. It sucks your dreams from you. You have a dream, you want somebody that's going to, a friend, whomever, family, you want them to be your cheerleaders. You want them to be your sidekicks, and they're going to be on your side. Like, heck, man, you can do whatever you put your mind to. I don't want anybody that's going to kill my vibe, as Kendrick Lamar would say. I understand that so much more now. Like, don't do it. I learned that there's vibrations that your body responds to. High vibrations and low vibrations. And when your body's at a low vibration, that's when you're feeling sad, depressed, angry. And it's just not a good energy to be in. When you're in a high vibration, you're more apt to be more positive, be more upbeat, be able to deal with stress and even like people's anger better if you're up here. So when your response is up here, even when someone's down here, it's like totally different. So you may be at a different vibration and frequency, because we're water. We're made up of water, if you ever noticed that. And so the different frequencies affect your body, right? So you can listen to vibrations and frequencies to get your vibrations up and your frequency levels up if it's down. And I just thought that was awesome. And it really works. It really works. Like, I listen, like, there's different numbers, and you can chime in and you can look it up and research it. It's really neat. I told you I got on this kick on YouTube and I just start going down this trail. But I just thought it was really cool. Like, just a lot of things we don't know, and you just start researching, and it's like, and it just makes so much sense. So, and it's crazy. So, but yeah, like I'm just in this search for being more at peace in my life and being more excited about life, and not thinking too far ahead in the future of what it's going to be and what may happen, trying to not to worry about what's going to happen next. I actually got pre-approved for mortgage loan, so I'm excited. So this whole staying in my parents' house, being in that low vibration, feeling sorry for myself, that I actually feel better because I know that it's about to change. Like, my life is about to change, and the point at which I am in my life has got to change, and I like that idea, because last week I was like, I'm out of here. Like, I have got to get out of here. Like, I mean, my dad was on this whole, like, I need a, like, trying to get me on a curfew kind of thing. And I was like, what in the 1996? It said, like, high school. I was like, what is happening? He was complaining about me coming in late. I'm like, me? I'm like 30. I'm about to be 39. Almost 40. I have 2 kids. I'm divorced. Like, oh my gosh. It was too much. It was too much. But something I learned, and somebody told me, like, parents will always see you as like kids. They will never see you as adults ever. In their mind, they just see you as a child, and it's so hard to get used to. It's just, me, Miss Independent, want to be on my own, want to do my own thing. This has been one of the hardest things I've ever had to endure and live with. Not saying like, and please take out like grief and all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about just life, everyday life dealings, where I never saw myself ever being, you know. You hear about people going back home to live with their parents, and you're just like, oh man, sucks for you, sucks for them. And now it's you, and now it's me, you know. So, it's, you have a different perspective on life and things. And actually, a lot more people are doing it. I've noticed a lot of people who end up getting divorced. That's what people tend to do now. So I have a community of people who understand where I'm going through, and I love that. I love that because I don't feel alone anymore, and it makes me feel better as a person. So sometimes you just gotta find another person that's dealing with what you're dealing with or have dealt with, uh, because it really helps you feel better about yourself and your situation. Working on my job situation, it's getting better. It's not for me, man. Not where I'm at. And so I'm going to leave it at that. It's not the kids. It's always the adults. And it's not my coworkers. We'll just put it there. So in a drive, is like, I drive like an hour in Atlanta traffic, and it is the worst. Like, how many times have I been almost ran over by a semi? Like 2 times. One time I was almost ran off the interstate by one of them, and it's like a nightmare doing that every single day, going and coming, and just, it's taxing on your body, and it's just tiring, and I'm so over it. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I got hired. One thing I can say is do your research. Like, if you get a job, please know your commute. Know what you're getting yourself into before you go into it. That's advice I would give anybody. I had no idea. Something to think about. If you're moving to another state and you don't know, like, the deal. And so, but yeah, so I'll be moving soon. Looking at houses makes me excited. I can go back to watching HGTV again. I was like hating on it for a while because I was like, wish I had my own house. Can't get my own house, but. So now I can feel like, okay, I can do this. But yeah, so yeah, it's like I'm excited again. I feel like that hope is in me again, and I miss that feeling of hope. Remember last time I was like all over the place of what I was going to do next, and so yeah, things just kind of happen. One day you're down here, you don't know where you're going to go next, and now you're just like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about moving over here now. I got some direction now. I've had some time to think and get grounded. So I'm going to leave it here. We'll see what the love connection is like sooner than later, hopefully. Oh, I got about to sneeze. Ooh. Hopefully we'll know something for the year 2020. What's going to be the love life of Anissa for 2020. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to stop it here, and peace.